And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gem in the Crypto, episode 481. Today is Thursday, October 3rd. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10ish.
At 10ish today, and now is that time. Today we'll be talking about the U.S. lawmakers asking the Federal Reserve about national digital currency. Coinbase to pay U.S. users interest for holding USDC stablecoin. The U.S. state of Ohio suspends service for paying taxes with Bitcoin. Venezuelan exchange rolls out crypto debit card with petrol support. And last but not least, IKEA enrolls first transaction using smart contracts and licensed e-money. But first, of course, let's take a look at these prices on the day.
Oh, yeah. Well, mixture of green and red today. Bitcoin sitting at $8,196, down 0.7%. Ethereum at $174 is down 1.7% today. Ripple still wallowing at 25 cents, down 1.8%. Bcash at $221 is down 0.7%. Litecoin at $56, up a little bit, 1% today. And EOS still can't make it to $3 at $2.92, is down 2% as well. So once again, a mixture of green and red, a lot of sideways movement.
There you go. All right, top article today. U.S. lawmakers ask Federal Reserve about national digital currency. That is right. Or as I put in the title, the United States asks a private company if we're allowed to or if they can even make a digital currency, which again is ridiculous because why are we asking a private company these type of questions about national digital currency is still beside me. But looks like members of the U.S. House of Representatives Financial Services Committee asked the Federal Reserve whether there are any plans of launching a U.S. dollar digital currency. It looks like in the September 30th letter to the Federal Reserve Board Chairman Jerome Powell, U.S. Representatives Fritz Hill and Bill Foster expressed concerns that the importance of the U.S. dollar could be in jeopardy from wide adoption of digital fiat currencies. Again, this is crazy to me that they're going to a private company saying this instead of coming to the American people and saying this. I mean, y'all need to be on C-SPAN looking at the camera, asking us this. Don't ask the Federal Reserve. But yeah, what are some things they said about this? And again, why would they go to the Federal Reserve about it?
Oh, yeah. Well, you really know they think they're in jeopardy if you have people from across the aisle. This is a Republican and a Democrat coming together and say, hey, man, the Federal Reserve, as a central bank of the United States, has the ability and the natural role to develop a national digital currency. He actually stated, we are concerned that the primacy of the U.S. dollar could be in long-term jeopardy from wide adoption of digital fiat currencies. And basically, they named Libra by name. They literally said Libra in the report. They specifically mentioned Facebook because, in my opinion, they are very, very scared that if Facebook comes out, they have 2 billion people already onboarded. They could just curtail a lot of the national digital currencies coming out. Also, J.P. Morgan and Wells Fargo were mentioned because people are seeing that they're coming out with their own digital currencies. Look, people, this is what's happening. It's going to happen regardless. You now have lawmakers asking, please, can you make a national digital currency? Man, it's crazy to see this in print. Man, the day has come.
And to actually see the writing, you can see here Congress of the United States, Washington, D.C., 20515, September 30th. The Honorable Jerome H. Powell, Chairman, has all this stuff. Dear Chairman Powell, ... One of the things I want to look at on here, it says similarly, I can't even say the word, similarly in 1913, Congress passed the Federal Reserve Act. Do you all understand this? In 1913 is when a private company took over America's financial system.
106 years.
Exactly. Like, it's not that long ago. My grandpa's like 94, 95, still kicking, all right? Like, it's chilling. Not long ago. So, again, it's so crazy to me when people are like, well, Bitcoin won't work, this or that, and the money here. I'm like, the money system we use now is started by a private company over like a little over 100 years ago. It's not that long ago. So yes, it can be usurped if I'm using the correct word and pronunciation of that. I'm sure you know what I mean. But yeah, it can be usurp. Is it usurp? Usurp. See, I knew it mentally. I knew it. It can be usurped, and it should be. But again, they actually, to write this to the chairman is like, hey, I know we just started this new system with this private company in 1913, but can we have them change some things? So again, the fact here is that as a nation, without asking taxpayers, but using taxpayers' money, we are asking a private company to continue their monopoly on all of the money across the planet, for the most part, with the military and police backing. but to do it in digital form. Still not understanding the principles of decentralization or why Bitcoin in general, the transparency, is so important to not only government but just everyone everywhere. So
they're gonna eat themselves.
They are.
You're gonna have one side like, come on, man, we need to do something. You have one side like, no, we don't. We're too strong. They're gonna be battling. While they're battling, Bitcoin is still going strong in the background. We don't care.
The Facebook/Libra proposal, if implemented, could remove important aspects of financial governance outside of U.S. jurisdiction. In the private sector, J.P. Morgan recently became the first U.S. bank to create and successfully test a digital coin representing a fiat currency. Additionally, next year, Wells Fargo plans to begin piloting Wells Fargo Digital Cash, which will be a cryptocurrency linked to the U.S. dollar. Now, the reason why I bring these up is because this is actually in the official document to the chairman. All right? I mean, it starts off saying relying on the private sector. Since when do we rely on the private sector? We can nationalize everything.
Yeah, I thought we would nationalize.
But relying on the private sector to develop digital currencies carries its own risk. They're talking about including the loss of monetary policy as well as the ability to implement and enforce effective anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing measures. Of course, as you said, they mentioned the Facebook and Libra proposal being involved with all that negative stuff I just mentioned. But they mentioned J.P. Morgan and Wells Fargo as being, hey, those private sector companies we need to continue forward. Do we see what's happening here? I mean, really, do we see what's happening here? They're going to down a tech company, Facebook, and the Libra project just to up J.P. Morgan and Wells Fargo. The same J.P. Morgan in the last 6 months has already been caught with $1 billion of cocaine, billions of dollars in fines of stuff they did. Was the gold
Fargo,
trading?
Well, I know Wells Fargo had fake accounts.
So we're gonna have criminals doing criminal stuff with all our money. So again, it's ridiculous to see this, but this is the narrative. This is the direction of our country. And it looks as though they want to continue going the private route and keeping a monopoly on things. That way they can also line their pockets as they print $275 billion off on a Tuesday afternoon, right? Because that's what we really just did last week. So this is crazy. Crazy. What's going on? Jizzy Mack, PFC Wells, Shannon Allen, Mr. Too Real, Frank Wolftown. What's going on? Lance Corpo Villalobos. All right, what's going on? Dexter Hans Sr., we haven't had any dinos lately. I mean, well, this technically could have been a dino day. The entire American government at this point.
Exactly.
Or at least the financial committee over here in the House of Representatives, which makes up a large portion of the government.
It's run by dinos.
Right. What's going on? Tessa, Rashid L, Cool Works from Atlanta. Let's see. Dark Spear. I already said Shannon Allen. Blockchain Shuja, Jizzy Mack, the creature from Jekyll Island. Listen, this is Jekyll Island Part 2, right in front of it. Forget Jekyll Island. This is the Incredible Hulk with the new technology, CGI and all that, man. It's crazy. Gervais writes, so y'all coming in and on hot and early over here, easy on the coast.
Oh, yeah.
You already know it. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But another story that kind of goes along with all that, I mean, seeing the same thing, history repeat itself. Coinbase is back in the news. Coinbase is to pay U.S. users interest for holding USDC stablecoin.
I told you it was coming.
What does that sound like to you?
Oh, man.
Is that a savings account?
A savings account?
Do we have a savings account in crypto?
With a weak APY? Jesus Christ.
Tell us about this this savings account or this stablecoin holding account and that APY.
Oh, yeah. So basically what has happened is what we said before has come true. The stablecoin wars have kicked off. What is happening now is it's not good enough to just have a one-to-one stablecoin. No, you can earn profit, you can earn interest on your digital coin. So they want you to choose USD on their platform, and you don't have to be a trader to make a profit at all. If you use their stablecoin, the USD coin, which is still the corniest name I have heard so far, but the annual percentage yield, the APY, is 1.25%, comparable to most banks, which is about 0.75%. So it is better than banks, but it's still pretty low. And one of the best ways for people to grow their wealth is to let something sit, so it's actually making money while, even if they're not doing anything, they're still making money on it. So this will give people incentive to use the USD coin. So, I mean, shout out to them for actually coming up with it.
Great business.
I'm pretty sure every stable coin now is going to be in a rush to
1.25%, 1.35.
1.35.
Oh, 1.55. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, and it's funny. The legacy system is in a race to decrease fees. I think TD Ameritrade is 0% now. They're trying to match other platforms. But now stable coins are in a race to increase APY. Whoever can come out with that 3%, 5%, they're going to basically take over the market. So it'll be interesting to see. The stablecoin wars have started, people. I told you it's coming.
I think the only way it'll get to 3% is, and it can too. This is crypto. I think the only way is during another bull market when it's going crazy, and they're like, all right, just hold our stable coin. We'll give you 5% because Bitcoin is growing, but 10, 15, 20% every month or something. So they're like, whatever. But
Bulgaria,
right, for real. I mean,
if you got enough Bitcoin, you can do it yourself.
You can do it yourself. I mean, just to piggyback on this, we're seeing history repeat itself in front of us.
Right in front of us.
And majority of the nation isn't aware or even care about it. But it's just one of those things, another 5 or 10 years when everybody's complaining about something, say, I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
I do not want to hear it. I mean, we are seeing the Jekyll Island happening again in front of us, where this time it's in public. Our country's representatives are not coming to the taxpayers; they're going to another private company and saying, "Hey, can you all monopolize our money again?"
I was not invited to this meeting.
I wasn't invited to it, and I'm a taxpayer. How did that happen? And then right after it, you have the private companies starting to basically offer savings accounts, so you will use their stable coin. Which, by the way, you talk about Bitcoin isn't worth nothing. Not worth shit, all right? So it's crazy to even see it.
1.25%.
But, I mean, again, like I said, I get what they're doing. It makes sense. Not only will they hopefully have more people use their stable coin, but hopefully have people keep their money in it and get that yield when in actuality they're probably going to do the fractional reserve banking and just use the money you hold in that stable coin if it's on their platform to do more Bitcoin buying and trading. Because at the end of the day, this is a derivative on top of a derivative. Right now,
coming up with these products.
Right, Bitcoin is still out earning that 1.25% annual percentage yield every 2 or 3 years. If you just keep your money parked in there, so doesn't make sense.
Compounds it, and you can store it yourself. You don't have to keep it on their platform.
There we go.
To each his own.
Right, Dark Spirit said, "LOL, let the games begin."
Let the games begin.
And what's crazy
is
this is the messed up part for me, which actually, I guess it kind of, it devalues some of my confidence in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoins, because that when this mainstream adoption occurs, this is what's going to happen. The government is not on the public side as a whole, all right? They're on the business side. It is what it is. It's about the money. And the private businesses, of course, are on their own side. So all these people have the power to shape a narration, which you'll see on the news and media and all that, and press releases and everything good. And this is the narration this is the narrative. It's going to be federal coin or private company coin or this. No, you can't do any peer-to-peer. That's going to be illegal. We're already seeing stuff get shut down. So let the games begin.
Oh, yeah.
U.S. state of Ohio suspends service for paying taxes with Bitcoin. What?
Should have never started.
They threw in the towel at the round 2. What happened?
Oh, man. Well, Ohio Treasurer Robert Sprague announced the immediate suspension of the OhioCrypto.com website that allowed businesses to pay taxes with Bitcoin. In an internal review, it actually stated that less than 10 businesses over this 10-month span have actually paid taxes using crypto. And it was set up through BitPay, but nobody uses BitPay to pay their taxes. And paying taxes with crypto is not popular. Nobody really wants to give their Bitcoin away.
No one wants to give you money that's not yours.
That's not yours, exactly. And on top of that, the people who probably did it, it was probably just a test. Like, I'll test it and see how it works this time. But I'm sure there was no business that was going all in paying taxes in Bitcoin. So Ohio dropped it. In my opinion, they dropped it too early. They didn't give it a chance to mature. 10 months? What's that?
Let's email this guy right now.
Yeah, you give up so easy. I would not want you on my team.
Well, that's why Ohio's Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
They give up pretty easy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's sorry all my Ohio folks. I love you.
Yeah, I was going to say, it always rains in Ohio. But, so one of the biggest things I've taken away from this is that they have no patience. They don't really know the industry. And they should have never started it. I think we said that when we did this story when it came out. Wow, nobody's paying their taxes in Bitcoin, and we were right. So, good riddance, and don't bring it back, please. And if you do bring it back, if you're trying to get some sort of, blockchain initiative going, then you need to work on the wording and not have to charge Bitcoin for taxes. But we'll see.
And like I said, it's crazy that they gave up so easy.
Yeah.
Give us some time to run. You had to give us some time to run. So. Again, they gave up on it, whatever. As one of the commenters said, let's see, Oh, Shannon Allen said they wanted to know who wanted to pay on Ohio and who has it.
Yeah, just track a couple people.
That's for real. Paying taxes is a taxable event. Tax on tax on tax. What's going on, Mr. Gibson Sr.? Again, it's crazy to see this. It's crazy to see all these stories every day. That's why I hate to say it, but I always repeat myself because I'm just like, I can't believe this is happening still. And it's like, yeah, this is all happening.
Still happening.
You can see here on the Ohio crypto website, it's blank. You can send this email address. I highly doubt they know how to use email very well, so good luck with that.
Got Baggio.
OhioCrypto.com. I give them props for getting this site started, but again, it's not just them. It's the whole paying taxes and crypto thing in general. We talk about it all the time. Here in California, people, if you've been successful enough to make $500,000, the state is about, or not the state and the federal government is about to charge you 35% on your taxes. And more than likely, if you're in California making $500,000, there's a good chance you have some type of agent or manager helping you make that. So add another 10% on that. So literally, you're looking at 45% of everything you make getting taken away when you make it. That's like half of your money. Mm-hmm. So I know everybody wants the free education and free everything in the world, but this is crazy. Yeah. This is crazy.
Y'all gotta fix that.
And now that you have crypto, they like, we know we can't track it, but
send some of that.
Just send us.
I ain't seen that.
Listen, I will send them something. It won't be my crypto. Now, Venezuelan exchange rolls out crypto debit card with petrol support. Woo!
Uh-oh.
Another failed project, right?
It's heating up.
2 Venezuelan companies have partnered to release a cryptocurrency debit card and point-of-sale system. It looks like this is the crypto transfer device, which supports 4 currencies, according to social media released by state-sanctioned exchange CryptoLago on October 1st. The joint offering with so-called investment bank or investment crypto bank Glufco is already taking orders. A translated part of the announcement states, quote, "What we are waiting for, our alliance with Glufco puts us at the forefront."
Yeah.
What's going on with this crypto transfer device? Is it going to work, or is this another?
Looks pretty scammy to me.
Another scam? Venezuelan and crypto scam? No, not possible.
Not at all.
They don't do things like that.
But they state here that the system will provide for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, and the petrol, which is the Venezuelan government's state-backed digital currency. This is either one of the worst products ever, or it is a state-backed product, and they're trying to present it literally to people as a, hey, yeah, you can pay in Bitcoin, you can pay in this, just give it all to us, and they basically keep it. But they continue to battle with rampant inflation, capital controls, so they're turning towards petrol, and we just saw news last week. They just said, hey, we may have Bitcoin holdings. What will happen if we back it with the petrol dollar? So we'll see how this goes with this first project Glufco and CryptoLago are putting together.
I'm actually going to give a hand clap to Venezuela, and I'll tell you why. I know, what's his name, Maduro. I know he's going crazy or whatever. I won't say one way or another. I don't know about their politics or what's going on culturally, but in general, even though they're making what seems to be a lot of scammy crypto projects, at least as a country, they're trying to make a bunch of different crypto projects.
They're trying.
Because they are trying to get something to stick right now, because if not, their national currency and everything is just destroyed. So they're trying to get something going. So the positive I would take out of this is that every other country can watch them either try and succeed or try and fail. Or, as you say, take a piece of what they did and say, all right, we'll use this for ours. We want to use this part or this where they messed up. But at the end of the day, this is becoming a crypto testing ground on a national scale. So while everything they've been doing has been just mad, so has the rest of the market. I mean, we talk about Venezuela, but in the United States, we ask private companies to monopolize our entire currency. So
we do the same stuff.
Yeah, who's doing?
Everybody dirty, man.
Who's the worst? Who's the worst, right?
Yeah,
so with that being said, shout out to Venezuela. It's what happens. Your back's against the wall and they're swinging in every direction. That was Maidana out here just trying to hit something, all right? So this is cool to see that they are continuously trying different crypto projects on the national scale using government and the entire population as a test tube, baby.
And then we try a later remix, as Shannon says.
We'll hook it up. Raj Shu, what's going on? So I used to get in Ohio. You already know cookies and apple juice. All right,
cookies
I know
and
all.
apple
You know what I'm
juice.
talking about. Look, was that 2006, 2007?
Man,
we know what's up.
But Cameron, come on back.
Killer. All right. Last but not least, want to end it on a great news story. IKEA in world's first transaction using smart contracts and licensed e-money. How did this?
Let's get it, IKEA. Let's get it.
How did this slide under the radar? What's going on with IKEA?
Oh man, well it looks like IKEA in Iceland has taken part in a commercial transaction on Ethereum's blockchain using smart contracts and licensed e-money to facilitate the settlement of an order from a local retailer. So the transaction was carried out on TradeShift, which is what they call programmable digital cash. They're from the consensus-backed Monerium, and this is a company that I have heard of before, haven't heard anything about it since, and here we are now. They actually helped them settle an e-invoice using their tokenized Icelandic krona. So one of the biggest things we say adoption-wise is when countries start using tokens, when they start using Ethereum, start building smart contracts to execute immediately, this is how you start to get innovation. This is how you start to change things, because this was an instant payment and it was low fees or almost no fees. And, it was IKEA. So that big name, they tested in Iceland. I guarantee you Iceland over here or IKEA in America.
Hey, it works. It works.
It works.
Yeah,
it works.
Exactly.
It really works.
Yeah, fire the whole department. We don't need any of them anymore. We don't need any of them.
80%? Yeah. Just get rid of the whole sales department. We good.
A lot of people still aren't, and I know you talk about this in your book, but a lot of people still aren't grasping the drastic change that's coming. I mean, you don't need people for a lot of things anymore. In crypto and blockchain technology, specifically when you're talking about Bitcoin's blockchain or even Ethereum, when you're talking about smart contracts and stuff, it's going to eliminate jobs. I mean,
they started at Walmart, start going to Walmarts and grocery stores.
Right. So
there's 3 people working there. Try to tell people.
Right. It's happening. It is happening. The happening, the flipping, all that good stuff. And again, this is one of many, because as you say, as more companies start seeing how much money they can save, they're gonna be like, all right, look, I don't care. Call it whatever you want. Call it peanut butter and blueberry unicorns. All right, we're about to start using this technology to save some money and to make money. It makes no sense not to.
The dude in Belarus was talking like that. He was like, we're going to get Bitcoins, we're going to sell them to Prime Minister. So people are already starting to get like that. And in America, people just lay back like, we'll see. It's like, nah, these other countries, they getting ready.
Lisa Martin said, where's the meetup in Chicago?
The meetup in Chicago is at Robust Coffee, 6300 Woodlawn Avenue. So yes, Robust Coffee Lounge.
6300 Woodland Ave.
Yep.
There it is. All right, other than that, what are we doing for the free CryptoCoin? Do we have any CryptoCoin watch? Speaking of which, we got to bring out, thanks Shannon for the CryptoCoin scars. We received them. We're going to rock those on the show next week more likely.
Oh yeah. So for our free CryptoCoin for today, Ohio just got rid of crypto taxes. Do you think they should have ever started it? Do you think crypto taxes will ever catch on in other countries or here? Let us know what you think. Put that CryptoCoin address, and we'll send you those free coins.
Bro's walking in like, oh, y'all here on the honor system? All right, I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's crazy. All right, as always, thanks for watching. Have a happy Thursday, and we will see you all tomorrow. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Y'all doing the honor system. All right.